Our ninth TLU Athletics Salute to Seniors interview is with TLU women's cross country and women's track and field standout, Ashley Rynard. Ashley, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Ashley, we have 5 questions for you today, and we start with this one. We talked with your teammate, Ashley Hooks, yesterday, and she spoke of the great camaraderie you guys had on the women's track and field team, particularly on last year's 4x400 meter relay team. Describe what that closeness on the team was like and how it benefited you guys.
Oh my gosh, I think the fact that how close our whole 4x4 was, and it's amazing, like, because we all knew that when we got onto that line, whether it was Ashley Hooks or Ashley Myers that was first leg, whoever was first leg, we all knew that we can count on one another to bring it in and do their part to make sure that we get into the place or position that we need in order to succeed. And I think the fact that we all are very close and we're all friends and we all trust each other, I think it just makes a great 4x4 or just team whatever that word is, camaraderie. So I think that's really what a 4x4 team really needs, is that tightness and that bond, because without that, then you don't really trust the other people. So
we also talked to Ashley about that 4x400 relay in the SCAC championships last spring, when the 4 of you were able to bring home the gold medal in that event after trailing for much of that race. Describe for us what it was like for you on that last leg.
Ooh, that was an amazing thing, actually. So the first thing was going through my head was, okay, they always know when I nod my head, like my teammates are like, I'm like, they already know it's a wrap, I'm gonna get them. But my first initial thought was to really help my seniors that were on that team, which was Ashley Myers and Kylie Garcia. And because they were seniors at the time, and so I was like, what, this is for them. This is not for me. This is not for TLU. This is for them, because this is the last race, at their at a conference meet, they're ever gonna race. So I have to make it count. So of course, Kylie hands the baton off to me, and I'm running, and we're 75 meters behind. And so I'm like, you know what? I am really good at like chasing as it is, and it's like, okay, remain steady and just haul butt. And that's what I did. I got to her and obviously try to have that extra gear, and I didn't have that extra gear. And like the fact that we were neck on neck in that last straightaway, like that's all I was thinking about is, not losing. Like, actually, you have to keep going. Like, my legs are hurting, I had to come up at 75 meters. So I was like, of course I'm burning. And I was like, no, I have to do this. I can't let her beat me. So naturally, as an 800 runner, I'm used to cutting people off anyways. So that's what I did. I cut her off, and that helped us win the 4x4. So I think that race, the adrenaline and, the fact that I needed to make this count for my 2 teammates was the really main focus of why I wanted them, the way the race planned out to be. So I think that helped.
Could you hear Kylie and Ashley and all the others yelling?
No, I was so zoned in. I was like, I didn't hear diddly squat. Now, did I see people? Yes, I saw people from the stands, jumping up and down. And I see everybody on the infield coming our way. And like, I didn't hear anything, but I saw them. I was really just focusing on that finish line. I was so zoned out.
You were an indoor All-American in 2019 in the 800 meters when you were 6th in the nation. Describe that race for us, and what do you remember about racing for a national title?
Ooh, I remember every little thing. Let me tell you what. Okay, story time. So, so obviously it was my first time going to indoor nationals, because I've always went to outdoor nationals. So this was my first, indoor nationals. And so really how the race went is that, the night before, of course, I cried, because who doesn't want to make finals? And I'm a big crybaby. So that was that. But going into the race, of course, the starting line, I was up on the curve, and I've never really been up on the curve before. So the day prior, Coach Holland had me practice going out and So we had a race plan going on. So I got too excited, as I usually do. And I had tended to get in second behind McAllister girl, who was obviously 2 times faster than me. And so my initial thing was like, just keep up with her, relax, stay relaxed. And that's what I did until like the last maybe 150 meters, where the girl in third got behind me, I mean, got in front of me. But that whole race, I really was just focusing on making the finals. Like, that's my main goal. That was my main goal, first of all. And then I did, and I was third going into the race, into finals. And then when I went to finals, like, it's a wrap. I'm going to be All-American anyways. It's just now, can I make that national title? And obviously with McAllister, as being as good as she is, I was like, okay, it's probably not that possible, but, let's see how far I can go up on the line. And so I just, again, placed sixth. And I was like, I'm satisfied with this. Okay. So I was very blessed. And like the whole race, I was just thinking, you know what, stay in this position, listen to coach, if I'll see her visual cues. And like when she tells me go, because I'll listen to her and I'll find, where she's at. I'm like, oh, okay, she's right there. And she's like, go. That's when my cue was like, gotta go. So I think the whole race is just making sure that I heard coach, and then kind of just going with our plan, and that's really what helped. So
You excelled at both the student and athlete parts of being a student athlete. You're a very good student and obviously a very good track and cross country athlete. What advice would you give to student athletes out there who want to excel at both academics and athletics at TLU?
I think if you're going to TLU, or actually any university in general, I think your main priority, unless you're going pro, which is, very rare, but is if just focus on your academics first. Because once your academics is fine and you're, secured, there's not a lot of stress or tension that you're going to put on your body and in your mind. And therefore it's going to help you excel in track and field and cross country, because the more stress you have on yourself, trust me, senior year, that's what happened, but I was student teaching at the time. But the more stress you put on your body because you're worrying about your academics, you're not going to perform as well. So the best advice I can give is, first, worry about your academics. Worry about your academics. Is once you're good, you have A's and B's, then you don't worry about track, and then that's your your escape. That's where you can start excelling, because you don't have to worry about these other academic probations or whatever that you might be in. So just worry about your academics, and then your athletics next, and they'll plan out.
That's great advice. So our last question: what's next for you, Ashley? What will you do once you graduate? And I'm assuming you're graduating in May and walking in August. Is that correct?
It's weird because I had to take a step back from student teaching due to health reasons. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be student teaching in August, and then graduating say in December. But I'm not. My athletic career is done.
Right.
But besides that, I'm going to continue, of course, to teach. Elementary. My hope is to pre-K, because I love pre-K. So to teach pre-K students or kindergarten. And then next is really just to keep training for mile road races, or 5Ks, really not really 5Ks, but more like mile road races. And then come the next track season, whether track season 2021, might enter myself in some 800, 1500 meter races, because as of right now I'm training, and Coach Han's giving me workouts because she's bored, of course, because she has nothing to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just training for the 8 and the 15, well, not the 15, but the mile right now. So.
And you plan to be in the classroom once you're going to do student teaching, and then be in the classroom once all that's said and done.
Yes.
And you want those little ones. You want those.
I love those little ones. They're so cute. Like, I can't get mad at them because they're so, like, not innocent, but like, you can't be mad because they don't know any better. So you have to be patient. Now, if it's like 3rd or 4th grade, I'm like, y'all know better. Like, come on, get it together. But if it's pre-K kindergarten, they don't know any better. So that's where you have to teach them. And that's where my patience come in. So I don't know. They're just fun. Cute little activities you can do.
Well, Ashley, congratulations on a great career. We couldn't be happier for you, and we appreciate you talking with us today.
All right. Thank you.